Guys, this is Rusty 78609 and we are at White Sands National Monument. This is Tuesday the 27th at 10:45 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and the temperature is 62 degrees, and there's a sign there that says no water available. Well, guess what? I've got a gallon jug of water in my truck, a liter of water I've got for drinking, so that's all poo-poo. And this place, believe it or not, is slammed. The parking lot is full. I had to go around the edge and find a place to park. Try to get it reasonably straight. But anyway, there is a per person fee of $5 per person to get in, per person. Over the age of 16. If you have an interagency pass, which I have, called a senior pass, then you just show them your card and they say, thank you, I don't have to pay the fee, okay? Because I paid my, I don't know how much I paid for this thing, 20 bucks? I got it years ago. But every state in the United States is represented here in the parking lot anyway. It's 8 miles one way into the White Sands Park or Monument. And I don't remember, it seems like it's gypsum, but she's going to give me a brochure and I'll read it as we go, and we'll enjoy this visit to White Sands National Monument. So here we go, and I'm in no hurry, but I notice everybody else is. How are you today?
Fine, sir.
Don't you love these little passes?
There you go. Thank you.
You have a good day.
You say.
Okay. You know, a man with a high-pitched voice like that always worries me. But anyway, it says the park closes at 8 p.m. Now we're going to drive the exact speed limit or slightly below, and I can assure you that there will be a car right on my bumper for the entire trip. Does that bother me? Not 1 cent. Okay, here guys, let me get the brochure. Okay, it says White Sands. You haven't seen anything yet. It gets much better. I've been here a few times, as most of you know. Okay. It says the why of White Sands, okay? It's gypsum from an ancient sea. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see, it says when the Permian Sea retreated millions of years ago, I remember it wasn't that long ago, I mean I was here. It left behind deep layers of gypsum. Mountains rose and carried the gypsum high. The mountains carried the gypsum high. That's what it says. Later, water from melting glaciers dissolved the mineral and returned it to the basin. Today, rain and snow continue the process. Okay, so you know that now. And we're going to get up here in a minute. You're going to see some really white stuff. They've got some other stuff in here that I'm not going to read because I'm having a hard time reading this and staying on the road, so the hell with that. Okay, so here we go, guys. This is White Sands National Monument. I've said that 6 times. That makes number 7. So you should know where we are. But let's just drive and enjoy. I would sing a great song, and if I had a ukulele, I would probably play it. But I don't have a ukulele, and I'm not a good singer, so we'll skip those two. Well, it says the speed limit's 45, but if I drive 45 miles an hour, the video will be so shaky you won't enjoy it. Okay, so I'm going to drive 35 and aggravate people, because everybody's in a hurry. When I was in the gift shop and the visitor center, I mean, people get into a feeding frenzy, all right? And it's like, I don't know if you ever saw the movie Vacation. You know, they were rushing around so they'd see everything in a week or whatever it was. It was a movie with Chevy Chase years ago. check it out because there's a lot of truth in that. I'm doing this with my Cricket camera, I hope. Is it doing anything? I don't know, but it sure is shaking. You know, I hate that when it does that. I mean, I'd hold it in my hand, but it's not any better. You know, it's just that this road is rough, okay? I'll kind of put my finger on it and that'll help a little bit. But here we go, it's 8 miles and we're driving 35 miles an hour, so it'll take us 15 minutes, is that right? Or 18 minutes to go to the end. I've never gone, I have gone all the way to the end, but it was years ago, so we're going to go all the way. Because see, from right here, you can't really tell that the sand or gypsum is really all that white, but I have to tell you, it'll hurt your eyes. And the time of year to be here is probably right now, because right at 65 degrees, there's not much wind blowing. But if you came out here in the summer and the desert winds are up to 35 miles an hour or more, your car is going to get sandblasted, basically, probably take the paint off, and you're going to have to wash your eyes with something because it's horrible. Have I been out here at that time? Yep. I had an old 79 Chevrolet pickup back in the, oh golly, it was in the early 90s, I guess, even before I went in the Peace Corps. But I came out here and went to some of the places, and yeah, it was terrible, terrible. The temperature was hot. It was hot. The wind was blowing, and it was such a bright day that it would hurt your eyes. But it reminds me of a beach, but of course if it was like a sea, then this is just, is it gypsum sand on a beach? I do not know. I do not know. But we're getting into the good part now. It's really bright. But yeah, the cycle is continuing. I was wondering how that worked. You know, because I was wondering if it would continue to replenish as the gypsum is blown away. And the answer is yes, it's brought back by the rain and the snow. The speed limit is 35 now. Let me set my speeder on. Okay. I'm going 31. Park patrol, but all they do is just park a truck there, okay? Holding my finger on this camera is not the most comfortable thing I ever did. But it is a nice day. This is about 35 miles from my campsite in Aguirre Springs, and after skipping a day charging my batteries with my solar panels, there we're still at I think about 85% both batteries. Now I left my solar out when I came over here, but I've got it at the back of the RV, so someone would actually have to walk in to the site, and I doubt that they're doing that now. You know, out of sight, out of mind. You know, use that as a guide when you're camping. If you keep stuff out of sight, oh, Bubba the thief or whoever can't find it, or if he doesn't see it, the chances are he isn't going to make plans to get it. How many of you have been to White Sands? Probably all of you. Yeah, the last time I did this video, I think it got 8 views, and 7 of them were my family. The other one was me. Well, are there 7 members of my family left alive? Let me think about that. See, I got 2 sons, a grandson, that's 3. 2 sisters is 5. Huh. And 2 ghosts. I guess you can count cousins in there and stuff. It's an easy drive over here because it's all just downhill from Aguirre Springs. I mean, I averaged 35 miles a gallon, so you know it's all downhill. But going back, I'll pay for that, and we'll probably end up overall for the day at about 24. There's one there that says Inner Dune Boardwalk. Yeah, you can go out there, and they've got a boardwalk where you can walk out in the dunes. And is that exciting? About as exciting as what we're doing right now. But everybody comes here, and you know, they collect a lot of $5 fees, and I saw a lot of people in that gift shop buying little magnet things and little rocks and bumper stickers and t-shirts and stuff. So I'm sure they make a ton of money here because they get a lot of visitors. That parking lot was full. I don't know how many, and this is March. Can you imagine what this will be in the summer? In fact, I was here in the summer, I told you that, and it was slammed. Are we getting close to the end? Yeah, maybe. Huh? Well, no, now we get on the gypsum. Is it smoother? I don't know. It says driving on sand, watch out for something. No driving off-road. All right, well, I don't plan to. It's not any smoother, but this is like driving on a beach. You know, the sand is hard packed. And you might see a little sand blowing here and there. It's not, the wind's not blowing that bad though, actually. But you can see that, but you know, if you come out here, you be sure and bring some dark sunglasses because this stuff in the summertime, right now there's clouds and we're kind of in a shade here, but you know, you can park and go walking out in the dunes. They let you do that. And believe me, do people do that? Of course. You know, if there was a mountain here and a big sign there that says, okay, you can jump off here, I can assure you that there would be people that would do it. You know, the sand's a little bit loose here. Is it rough? Yeah, rougher than it's just like driving down the back of a washboard. I mean, there's no way I can stop the camera from shaking in this. But we're getting close down here, I think. There's a car right on me and behind me. And I bet there's not enough space between our vehicles for someone to walk between the cars. This is what you call a washboard road. And those are the ones I hate. Particularly pulling my travel trailer down them. And whenever you go to Bureau of Land Management or boondocking places, you run into that a lot. In fact, at the first place here, I'm going to turn around because it ain't much fun with my hand up here holding this. This looks like a turnaround here. So I'm going to do that. I mean, all there is, what you'd see if I went farther is more of the same, okay? And let me turn my winkler on and make a little U-turn. See, there's a happy little kid. He's so excited. Look, sand, sand. Here's a guy got a camping set up with a van, a high-top van. He's got a Max Air fan on the roof, just like me. Copycat. I thought I had the only one. It's a nice setup. Let's see if I can drive real slow on this thing. It may not be too bad. How long have we gone here? I can't tell. But anyway, I may end the video because this is a washboard road. But anyway, having said that, guys, this is Rusty78609. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything your little heart desires, but if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of my video. And this is the washboard here from Hale. Yeah, it doesn't cost you anything to use the link. I'm an Amazon affiliate. I get a small commission, but it doesn't cost you anything. So if you're going to buy something from Amazon anyway, why not? What else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day is good for you. What else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deep, hold it, breathe out slowly. Why? Because that makes you feel, it lowers your blood pressure, it makes you feel better. What else? Stretch, walk, keep your health. Back in the distance there, you may not be able to see it clearly, but it looks like it's raining back in there. That's called virga. And it's raining, but it's so dry, and it's raining right where we are right now, above us. But the air is so dry that it evaporates before it gets to the ground. So, having said that, guys, keep your health, and I'm going to end the video, and it's going to shake while I'm doing it. But anyway, adios, amigos.